see, so I stick it out, bring it in, there it is. Yep, for you smaller junior JV kids, that's all we expect. Hello guys, welcome to class. Alright, hopefully you're ready for some fun, you're feeling fit, get excited, we've got lots and lots of fun to have for you. Let's get started. Jotsuke, hot to go anyway. Alright, I think Senpai Blake's got a warm up for us.
Thank you, Sensei. Alright, let's lift our leg up off the ground, rotating the ankle. 1, 2, 3, and back the other way. 1, 2, 3, rotating at the knee. 1, 2, and 3, back the other way. 1, 2, and 3. Whole legs forward. 2, and 3. Backwards. 1, 2, and 3. Changing legs, so lift it up nice and high, rotate the ankle. 1, 2, 3, back the other way. 1, 2, 3, rotate the knee. 1, 2, and 3, and other way. 1, 2, and 3. Whole legs forward. 1, 2, and 3, backwards. 1, 2, and 3. Feet about shoulder width, hands on your hips, rotating big circles. Keep that head nice and still. Other way. Very good. Hands by your side, swinging side to side, nice and gently. So if you don't have much room, follow on Sensei John. He's doing it nice and small. Very good. Arms forward. So Sensei John again is doing it small, so he's got one arm, just so he doesn't knock over anything. And we're going to go backwards now.
Nice and slow, nice and controlled.
Alright, let's look up to the roof. Down the floor. Up to the roof. Down the floor. Up to the roof. And down to the floor. Looking over one shoulder. Change. 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 And change. Very good. You should be feeling nice and warm now. Let's get started with class.
Hey guys, let's have a look at the slip drill. Okay, the slip drill is what we're going to do just for a bit of revision and stuff. You'll find this periodically throughout our curriculum. What we're going to do is I'm going to take a good stance, okay, and I'm going to just slip. You'll notice the straight line here, okay? I'll just get a little bit closer, okay? You'll notice that if I just bend my knees, I move off the line, and I move off the line. So I'm bending my knees, and I'm just going to do it like this, nice and slowly. Now, if you've got a pool noodle at home or a stick or something like that, like Senpai Blake has, okay, then you can do this, okay, with a trusted person who's going to just hold it out at your head middle, like so. He's going to hold it nice and still, and I'm just going to slip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can even do a little duck if you want to. Okay. Turn, 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 turn. So if you've got a pool noodle, some sort of stick, a person you trust, make sure it's clean. Don't use like the stick that you shovel the garden with or whatever with. Okay. That's important. Okay. So have a little go. Slip drill. I'll face the other way for you. We're going to slip, 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 slip. Now, if you've got somebody that you really, 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 really trust, you can get them to do some punches for you. Okay, so what we're going to do is Senpai Blake's going to just basically jab reverse constantly. Slip. You can go a little slower if we're having trouble. Even slower so that you guys at home can see. Okay, every now and then, if you really trust the person, just stop, make sure that the punches are being aimed correctly. It's very normal, okay, in training to aim the punches to miss, because after a while, you know that it's going to miss anyway, okay? It's just a human instinctive thing. However, if you don't trust your partner, and frankly, I don't trust anybody, I don't even trust brown belts or black belts, okay? But if you do, then yeah, make sure you just, that's what's happening there, okay? If you've got mum or dad doing it, I'm sure they would hate to punch you in the face. All right. Guys, that's the slipping drill, okay? you can do that whenever you like, all right? That's one of those ones that you get out of the shower, have a look in the mirror, and just watch yourself, okay? What will happen is behind you, there'll be something that appears. If you look where my head is now, okay, and I drop that way, now there's something far better looking in its place. Now it's me again. Something better looking, me again. Something better looking, okay? Guys, thank you very much for watching. Let's get those slips happening. All right, so welcome to sparring, guys. Sparring is going to be done at home in a small area. Make sure that you don't have anything breakable around. Make sure you don't have anything around that you might trip over or hurt yourself with. Okay, you probably need about 3 metres by 3 metres, something like that. If you're Senpai Blake, you need a bit more because you're built like a spider monkey. Okay, any other spider monkeys out there? Hopefully you've got enough room in whatever confinement that they keep you in. Here's what we're going to do, guys. Senpai Blake's just going to take his right foot back guarding stance. He's making sure that his feet are in the right spot. Remember, we're making a square. We've got our feet looking straight ahead. Our hands are up because we need to protect that lovely face. And what we're going to do now is just going to move around. Okay? He's thinking about his clock face footwork. He's thinking about stepping off any footwork that he knows. Okay? Okay, it's kind of like he's a goldfish moving around inside a fishbowl. Okay, you could even do this if you've got a friend with you at home. You could do this with them. If you've got 2 of you, for some of our families, you get mum and dad to do it with you. What I want you to understand though is that fish never bump into each other. They don't punch or kick each other either, by the way. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind. We're going to add in some punches and kicks now. Every grade level has a punch and a kick that they need to get good at. So we're going to practice that now in a more dynamic way, okay, which prepares us for sparring, all right? Every now and then we might make a mistake. Senpai might drop his hands, okay? Oh, look, he just did it then. All right, that's going to be 10 push-ups and 10 sit-ups for you, Senpai Blake. I don't think he actually realised that. He probably thought he was only going to get 5. But you guys watching at home, you're probably at least an orange belt, so 10 push-ups should be easy, okay? Absolutely easy. In fact, you should be waking up in the morning and thinking, golly gosh, I've got a spare 20 seconds, I might do some push-ups. Now, if you are wearing an orange belt with a white stripe, it's already around your waist and you want to change that white stripe into a black stripe, then your next strike is a back fist. So every time I say the word punch, Senpai is going to do a back fist. Punch. Okay? Punch. Just like that. Now if I say the word kick, he's going to look behind him and do a back kick. Kick. Okay? You pity the fool that's standing behind him. Back kick. Back kick. And what I should have said was kick. So kick. Punch, kick, which is a back kick, and punch, which is a back fist. Okay, if you're already wearing an orange belt with a black stripe, then you can continue on with this, but you can start to do what we call a hammer fist, okay, otherwise known as tetsui. Okay, so punch. Senpai is going to do a hammer fist. Punch. Punch, punch. There's a variety of different ways of doing the hammer fist. You can do it on different angles. You don't necessarily have to do it in front of you. So Senpai Blake can do one to the side if he wants. Punch. Okay, punch. This is handy. Okay, if someone tries to sneak up on you and steal your wallet or something. Okay, punch. Punch. Okay, it's your choice which one you do. The kick at this level is going to be a crescent kick. And again, there's 2 different crescent kicks for each leg. Okay? You guys can choose which one you do. So, kick, 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 punch, hammer fist, kick, crescent kick. All right, so you can continue on. Whenever I say punch or kick, just work with your grade, whatever is applicable for your grade, okay? But You're probably getting a little bit bored if you already have that purple belt with the white stripe around it, so we're going to move on. If you are looking to achieve your purple belt black stripe, your punch will be an overhand punch. So, punch. Senpai Blake does an overhand punch, punch. All right, nice work. Now what we're going to do is the kick. When I say kick, Senpai Blake is going to do a hook kick. So kick. Kick. Okay, if you're a bit of a guru, you can touch the ground as you do it. Kick. Okay, that's why Senpai Blake is doing this demonstration and not me. Kick. And punch, the overhand punch. Okay, remember guys, try and stay applicable to your rank, okay? You can go back through this at any time, but try and really master what you need to know for your rank. We would love to give you some feedback on those, whatever you're doing up to your rank. So, our next punch, if you're already wearing a purple belt with a black stripe, and you're looking to become a blue belt with a white stripe, you're going to step forward and do an uppercut rip. Okay, so an uppercut body rip, punch. Punch. Okay, which is an uppercut, it's just a little lower. Punch. And punch. All right, the kick for this level is an axe kick, which goes straight up, straight back down. Kick. Kick. You should have already done, if you haven't done yet, you will be doing the technical striking module of these videos. Kick. And you can go into more detail about these punches and kicks by watching those videos. Kick. Punch. Punch. Anybody notice Senpai Blake's absolute purposeful mistake? That's 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups. I guess he just demoted himself because the hammer fist is what you would be doing if you are going for your purple belt white stripe. Now guys, if you're already wearing a blue belt with a white stripe around it and you'd like to change that to a blue belt with a black stripe at some point, then you're going to need to do a hook rip for your punch. Very, very similar. Punch. He steps and he does a hook, a nice low hook to the floating ribs or the kidneys. Hook. And hook. The kick for this level is a spinning back kick. So he spins, he steps across, turns, looks, and does a kick. Okay? Kick. Oh, nice. Kick. And punch. And punch. Kick. And punch. Awesome work. Now, if you were going for your green belt, I want you guys to do something different. I want you guys to choose what punch you're really not that good at, okay? I want you to figure out what it is, go through the technical striking videos, and have a look at how to really master that, okay? If you haven't received feedback on that, what it is. It could be a jab, okay? It might be an uppercut rip or a hook rip. Okay, it could be any of the punches that we've just done. It might be a reverse punch, it could be really something simple. I want you to figure out what you would like to work on more and start working on that now. Okay, Senpai Blake's going to choose one. Let's see what he thinks he's horrible at. Punch. Okay, that's not a bad uppercut, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he thinks it's good. It might be something that just he wants to work on. Punch. In fact, you guys can do that shortly, but green belts are doing that now. Their kick is going to be a spinning hook kick. So kick, steps across, turns, looks, and does a spinning hook kick. And kick. All right, this is for green belt guys. Punch. Great work. Okay, thank you, Senpai Blake. I think we've done enough there. That was 9.5 minutes. And we'd like to see you guys do that again. Okay, you can watch this video whenever you like. Okay, go through it. You can even adapt it to what you like, but please don't move forward with any of the techniques until you've mastered what you need to do. If you feel like there's something in there that you're not good at, then just do it over and over again, video it and put it up so that we can give you some feedback. Thank you. So Senpai Blake is moving around. We're going to do a few more sparring drills now that we've revised our basic punches and kicks. Okay, we're going to add some defences. So let's start with just adding the odd defence. Senpai Blake's just going to do whatever defence he likes. We've got roll checks, we've got parrying, we've got high roll checks, we've got covers, any other defences that you know. Be mindful that you might want to step through, step off. You might want to practice catching if you know how. All of those defensive type things. Okay, stay in a good stance, keep your hands up, and everybody's happy. Let's add some combinations now. With the junior ranks, we added a set of set combinations, but for you guys can do whatever you like, okay? So just add your own combination of maybe 2 or 3 techniques, okay? 2 or 3 punches mixed with kicks, or just punch combinations if you want to, or just kick combinations. All right, and you can even throw some knees in if you'd like to as well, some grabbing, all that type of stuff, okay? Be very mindful of what is around you. Make sure that you're not going to break anybody's old tea sets or china, or you're not going to kick the photo down off the wall. Okay, especially when you're doing those spinning kicks like Senpai Blake just did. All right, so move around as you can. The goal for shadow sparring, while you're doing that, just make sure you're moving around. And if you can hear me, the goal for shadow sparring at your guys' level, particularly if you're sort of purple belt or blue belt or above, okay, the goal here is to experiment with your combinations and figure out what feels good to you. Every now and then, Senpai, just do a really horrible combination for me that just absolutely feels disgusting, okay? You can't even think of one because he's a black belt. So for example, an inside thigh kick with a spinning heel kick after it, in the fashion that Senpai did it, he doesn't particularly like. If something feels terrible like that, maybe try it one more time, but if it's really bad, just don't do it anymore. Okay, if something starts to feel good, and you probably might have one by now, then practice it a few times and start to visualize, okay, especially if you're a blue or a green belt, start to visualize what an opponent might do while you're executing that combination. Okay, if you can visualize how they will react with the first strike, that will tell you how well you're setting up your next strike. Okay, now you've got a bit of time on your hands. You can practice. You might have 2, maybe 3 combos that you just think are going to work nicely, and you will be able to start to implement them in your sparring. Okay, and as you all well know, when you're sparring junior ranks, we go nice and light, slow, and we let them set the pace. All right, when you're sparring with junior ranks, once we get back on the floor, you're going to be able to do that and experiment some of these combinations with them. Okay, that's what lower ranks are for experimenting with. Okay, and if it's starting to work on yellow and oranges, that means you've got a pretty good idea about what's working. Okay, it means that it's probably not a bad combo. Put it up against somebody your own rank, and it's a bit more pressure testing. You might find that it doesn't. Somebody your own rank might defend slightly different, okay? You might need to adjust it from there. So you go back to the drawing board, which is shadow sparring, okay? So what we want you guys to do is try and come up with some combinations that you really like, okay? Try and get your own signature combination. You may already have one. You probably have signature strikes, signature punch, signature kick, all right, and just come up with that, okay? We're going to move along on this video, but you feel free to pause if you need to, okay? But we're going to add some defences. So what I want you to do now, Senpai Blake's going to defend and then do a counter. Okay, whatever defend he likes, he might do a cover with a punch, he might do a roll check with a kick. Okay, he can do whatever he likes. So now I want you to think a little differently. Your opponent is attacking you and you're defending and firing one counter attack or maybe two counter attacks in return. Okay, so we're still looking at 3 techniques. Senpai just caught a kick there. Okay, lots of counter attacks after that. Okay, and he's keeping it really simple. Remember, your hands are up, your feet are in the right spot. Parents, guardians, spectators, I'm generally not too hard on the stances and things now because we want the brain to be working in creative mode, okay, which means it's going to switch off its details, where its feet are and all that sort of stuff mode, and we're getting more creative. So we're tapping into a different part of the sensory zone of our brain. We're sort of switching off the sensory part a little and going into more the creative side. So we're looking at developing, okay? Once those favourite combinations are down and really good, then we'll be able to get a bit more fussy. So we're defending, firing a counter, or we're just doing some combinations that we like. Now this isn't going to happen in 5 minutes, guys. This is going to happen over a period of time, maybe about 10 years, maybe about 40 years. Maybe you're going to figure out one today that's just absolutely awesome. You're going to test it on a yellow or an orange belt. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. Then a green belt punches you in the face every single time you try it on them. So it's going to have to go back to the drawing board, okay? And you might actually, it could evolve into something completely different. So have a plan, be flexible. That's pretty much what combinations are about, okay? Adapt them and overcome whatever challenges that you're having with that, okay? And look, at the end of the day, that's a good metaphor for life. All right, if you get used to doing that with your training, that will spread into your daily life. It'll spread into your schoolwork, into your other sports. Why can I not kick the soccer ball past that goalie? What is it about that goalie that makes him so good? Okay, is he agile? Is he really good at defending on his right side or his left? I personally have no idea. I gave up soccer when I was 9, okay, so that I could take up rugby. That tends to happen when you're growing up in New Zealand, actually, especially in the 80s. Anyway, staying on topic, get creative, okay, but be honest. If something feels really weird, just move on. It's not the end of the world, okay? This is a process. If I was to use the analogy that you're writing, of course, keep your handwriting nice and tidy so that other people can read it. But at this point, the most important person that can read it and to understand it is you, okay? But make sure that it is actually a story. Make sure that now you're writing sentences that make sense. Make sure those sentences aren't gibberish. Make sure you're not writing what come hill down up the car. For example, that just makes no sense, okay? That makes no sense, move on until it comes down to Senpai Blake as a very handsome young man. And if that doesn't work for you, then go to something else, okay? Like Senpai Blake loves push-ups, for example. All right, we're going to do that for 1 more minute with Senpai Blake, but I'm going to get you guys to do this as much as you can while you're at home, okay? If you've got a mirror, then definitely do it in front of the mirror because that will tidy up your handwriting if I go back to that analogy, okay? It'll make your handwriting a lot more tidier. That way we will be able to analyse it and go, yeah, no, that makes no sense. Oh, that's a great combo. Look, if it's really good, one of us might steal it, to be quite honest. There is absolutely a very good chance that the combination may, even though it may feel like yours, may actually be getting done by other people, okay? There is an absolute infinite amount of things that you can do with this. So have some fun with it, okay? Get creative and get your heart rate up a bit. Don't be afraid to do some extra push-ups, all right? So Senpai Blake is going to finish now, all right? And thank you very much, Senpai Blake.
Did anyone happen to notice a squirrel around?
What? Squirrel?
Oh, there he is. So he was just watching, making sure I'm doing everything right. That's how I went. Yeah, I was pretty happy with that. Let me know how you guys thought I went and send in your videos.
Hey guys, we're going to play a little game, a nice simple game called Defend Against Sensei, okay? All you're going to do is try and defend. You're going to imagine that there's no screen there, okay? One day there won't be, so get really good at this, all right? So what we're going to do is occasionally I'm going to do a jab reverse, okay? You'll be able to see it on the screen, and I want you to do the appropriate defence, which would be to cover. Okay, so let's just do about 3 practice ones. You ready? I'm going to jab reverse you. I'm just going to change my stance just because I can. Okay, so I want you to cover. Okay, try and time it exactly as I punch. Cover. Time it exactly as I punch. Cover. I wonder who I tricked there. I bet you I tricked someone. All right. Now that you're up off the ground and you've finished laughing, okay, let's try do it a little more seriously. So cover. Cover, 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 cover. Make sure you're focusing on the chest, guys. Cover, 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 cover. You can look at my face if you want to. I don't know why you would. Cover. We're not all pretty like Senpai Blake. Cover, 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 cover. Awesome. Okay, the next one we're going to do, I want you to leg check. You're going to do it on this side. Okay. Oh, no, actually, you guys are going to do it on this side. Okay, so what I want you to do is you're going to check. Okay, sorry, it is going to be that side. I just had to get my whole thing happening. The squirrel was telling me the wrong information. He's supposed to be my backup guy. Did an absolutely terrible job. Okay, so when I say check, I just want you to simply check. Now, if you're at home right now wondering what kind of kick I'm going to do, have a little think about it. That's right, I'm going to do a roundhouse kick. Okay, a nice low one. Watch here and you'll see the movement. Okay, so, you ready? Check. 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 Keep looking straight at my chest. Check. Make sure you're really popping that hip, okay? Pointing those toes away, lifting the knee up high enough, okay? So don't be doing these ones, don't be sort of going like that. You'll notice that this takes a long time, okay? So you just want to pop that hip, okay? And get fairly good at doing that. Make sure your hands are up while you do it, not like I just did, okay? Check. 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 Cover. Oh, good. You may have realised I'm going to mix it up now. Okay, I might throw in the odd cover for you. Check. 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 Cover. 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 Check. Cover. Check. Cover. Cover. Check. Okay. Now, if you're struggling with that and you're not getting, say, 90%, rewind this and start again. Okay? You'll get used to it. Now, if you are doing quite well, I'm going to get a bit faster and I'm not going to tell you any words. So you're just going to have to read what I'm doing. If you've been focusing on my chest, okay, then you should be okay with that. Okay? You should be able to see what I'm doing. What was that? Is that better? Look! I wonder who I got doing that. Alright, last of all, I'm going to do the same thing again, but here's the challenge. I want you guys at home to be honest. And if you can't be, find somebody that is, that would love to see you do some push-ups, okay? Because what you're going to do every time you make a mistake, at the end, when we're finished, I want you to count out how many mistakes you made, and it's going to be one push-up for every mistake that you made, okay? All right, so here we go. I'm going to do it for about 30 seconds. Here we go. Alright guys, count up how many mistakes you made. Do some push-ups. Do it again if you want to. You can do this as many times as you like, okay? Do it every morning. It's a great way to start the day. Thanks very much, guys.
Hey guys, hope you had a great time in class today.
I did.
Miss Squirrel, did you have a great time? Yep, awesome. Alright, send in your videos, we'll give you some feedback, or send in any questions you have about anything we did today. Let's finish it up there. Kioske? Octagon here. Great. Class dismissed. Thank you very much.